we had a hold on. There was a weird moment where
everyone's
normally
left.
happened. Twitch blew us. Hang on. Twitch kind of fucked up for a second. Are we back? It's back. Are we back? Refresh, everyone.
Everyone refresh your drinks.
Twitch sound like Twitch failed us for a second there. We're good and we're back. So I would go from the dog. I'd go from the dog.
All right. So anyway, we got Henry. We had his balls removed immediately. We gave him a haircut. All this stuff, and then he went from living on the streets of Compton to, which is true.
This is true.
To like living in our house. Yeah. Yes, this cute little guy. And so here's my theory. He's the best dog in the world, and I think here's why. Because he probably walked into our house, which felt like a mansion after being homeless, and went, so it was my balls holding me back all this time.
It was.
If I just didn't have these little fucking things.
Balls hold people
Either
back.
that, or he went, holy fuck, if on the first day they cut off my balls,
What are they gonna
I better not fuck up, because what else will they do to me?
Right.
So I don't know if you guys have ever been to Dan's town. Can I say where you live?
Yes.
Do they know where you live?
They know where I live.
Okay, so he lives in Newport, Oregon.
Which is amazing.
I've never been here before. It's like the cleanest fucking place in the world.
It is.
But farther away from anything that you can imagine. Right, like there's no highway even coming here. Like you go through little town after little town. You pass the set of like Stand By Me. Like you do. Like this whole fucking like getting here. Even Siri gave up. She finally went, you know what? When your radio goes out, make a right, there's Newport, Oregon.
Right.
And it's weird weather here because it's actually freezing. Like we left LA yesterday and it was hot as shit. We came here and it's freezing, yet I'm still bat winging. And like some of you are like, what is bat winging? Well, bat winging is when your balls won't leave your thigh alone at all. Like everywhere you go, your balls are like, I would like to go get crab with you somewhere too. Let's go get crab in Newport. Like it is so sticky here, even though it's freezing.
Right.
Like I just want to hold a flashlight under my nuts while I'm here and hope Batman comes down with baby powder and he's like, I'm sorry about their shitty fucking weather in Newport. Even though it's like one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Like I haven't even seen a homeless person since I've been here, which freaks me out because I'm from Hollywood. Like Hollywood's the only place in the world where your dog has to avoid stepping in human shit. And that's not even a joke. Henry has stepped in people poop. Multiple times. I shit you not. My daughter rode her scooter into it one time and went, Daddy, I'm in pudding. And I went, oh, Jesus Christ. No, you're not. But I haven't even seen homeless people here. Like, this place is so nice. Like, yeah, we're in a fucking garage of a beautiful fucking house.
Yeah.
Like, and who knows if this is even the ghetto? Because it looks like the nicest place in the world.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like, you're right next to the beach. No goddamn homeless people. I know what you guys do. You guys see, like, people and you're like, oh my God, sir, you homeless? You homeless? Get into my Newport car. Get into that car, sir. Let's go. Here's Portland. Get the fuck out. Don't ever come back to Newport again. We will stab you in the face, you dirty motherfucker. Take a bath. Get a job. Do you guys have beggars here?
There's some.
So like cracky people. There's cracky people.
Yeah, there's cracky people.
Okay, so like methy people. Everybody's got methy people.
Everyone has their meth.
And they never beg in good spots,
No.
right? Like you never go to B of A and have to like get them out of your way. And that's where they keep the money. Like if I were a beggar, I'd be in front of B of A all day. Like, got $50? Nah. All you need is one a day. One a day. They always hang out in shitty places, like in front of like Goodwill thrift stores. Right. They're like, you got $1? I do, for 2 shirts. Move. I'm gonna go get some fashion. I had a beggar come up to me one time carrying a bottle of Sky vodka. That's good vodka.
That's good vodka.
It is. It's like my favorite. Like in Kettle One. Like
Kettle One's my favorite.
all right, Kettle One's your favorite. Sky is mine. It's a little sweeter. But this guy walks up and he was like, hey man, you got $1? And I was like, for what? Do you need olives? Are you making mixed drinks, you son of a bitch? Speaking of. So you and I met at Harvey's Comedy Club. Now back me up on this. If you guys have never been, I actually love the club. The club inside is very nice, but it is at the edge of the nice downtown area.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is.
It will right
at the edge.
Like right
it is at the
border.
corner of Cracky and Crackier.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
I used to smoke. And I went outside one night, first night I ever played there, to go have a cigarette. And the minute I pulled out my cigarettes, it was like this shitty guy was like, hey, you got a cigarette? And I'm like, God damn it. Yep, here you go. Hand him a cigarette. Well, instead of just taking my cigarette, now he yells to the whole block, this guy's got a cigarette. Now, like, everyone's coming out. Like, the methadone clinic, like, who got cigarettes? I want a cigarette. Who got a cigarette? Finally, I threw my pack at the first guy. Like, he has cigarettes. That guy has cigarettes. So I go inside and I tell the owner, Barry, who you know, I was like, hey man, can I smoke indoors? He's like, no, we have the same laws you have in California, you can't smoke indoors. I'm like, so what do I do? He goes, look, just go out there at around 10 o'clock, it gets freezing in Portland at night, they go somewhere, I don't know where they go, there's a mission or something, go smoke then, I'll turn off all the house lights on you. So I go out there, 10 o'clock show, I look down this way, I look down that way, I'm like, hey man, turn off the house lights. Go light my cigarette. Then I go to light it. It was like that Vin Diesel movie, Pitch Black. The minute the flame came up, there were faces everywhere. I was like, there were Spider-Man homeless people coming down the walls. I want a cigarette too.
I want a cigarette.
So Rebecca and I, we live, I said, in Hollywood. So I like to get high.
Yes!
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes!
Here we
Someone
go.
give us weed over the
Hey,
internet!
How can they give us weed over the internet?
I
Don't be
know,
weird.
they should be able to.
All right. So I like to get high, stay up late, and play Call of Duty. Like I told you.
Right.
And so here's the thing. She'll go to bed at like midnight. I'll stay up from like midnight to 3. But that's my time. That's my time.
Yes.
That's
my
your
time.
man time.
That's man time to like play my video game.
Yes.
So I'll be up and I'll leave the windows open. And we live in a corner house, and I don't know you guys well enough to tell you my address, but it's a corner in Hollywood. Maybe if we get to know each other better, you can all come over.
Yeah.
So I live in a corner house, and we leave the windows open, and at 2 in the morning, that's when the bar's let out. We've lived in this place for like 8 years. Every drunk ends up at our corner, and they have to press this goddamn button and wait for the light to change so they can cross the road. But they start, like, all of a sudden now another drunk shows up. Now they're really loud talking, and I don't want them to wake her up. So I'll, like, have to yell at them every night and be like, yo, you guys, please, can you please shut the fuck up? And they're like, you shut up, motherfucker!
Right.
And then I go back to playing my video game, because when you're high and playing video games, that was 110%.
That was that's 150%. Like, you don't
Right.
even do that.
So I just go back to him like, geez, that was rude. Play my game. So this has gone on for like 8 years. And then finally, I shit you not, man, about a month ago, I was really, really high, and I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops, the one we were talking about,
Right.
and there's a part of it called The Jungle, where you're in Vietnam, and I was a Vietnamese. Is that what you call them? I'm a little drunk. What are they called? I'm a Vietnam man. Vietnamese.
No.
I don't know. A guy from Vietnam. I was one of them. And I was killing bitches. Just killing 12-year-old kids in Iowa the whole fucking time. And I was into it, man. And so these people were being loud outside, and sure enough, I wanted to yell at them. But for some reason, because I was a Vietnamese, I yelled at them in a Vietnamese accent, and for the first time ever, they shut the fuck up. After 8 years, they were loud out there, and all of a sudden I was like, you be quiet out there. And I swear to God, they're like, oh my God, sorry dude, we'll move along. Sorry about that. And I was like, pow! How the fuck did that just work? So I woke up Rebecca. I'm like, Rebecca, I finally shut people up. And she's like, what? I don't care. I'm like, get out here. So I take her out there, and I'm like, honey, I yelled at people. I yelled at people in a Vietnamese accent, and for the first time ever, they shut the fuck up. And she's like, no, you didn't. I don't care. And I was like, oh my God, listen, there's people coming. And sure enough, they were being loud. I was like, you be quiet out there. And I swear to God, dude, bro, we're so sorry. And they leave. And I was like, ah! She actually didn't give a fuck, but I found it amazing. Here's the thing. For 8 years, I've been yelling at them, and they never shut up. And I couldn't figure out why, but I'm a Libra. And so I always try to think, like, how someone else would feel. If I were out there, and I heard some guy go, dude, can you please shut the fuck up? I'd be like, you shut up, bitch! I just got out the bar. I'm having a good time. But if I'm outside... See, here's the thing. I don't think people are so racist. I don't think that they think that there's, like, House of Ninjas that's gonna come fuck them up.
But they do.
Maybe they do. But if I were outside and I heard someone go, you be quiet out there, I'd be like, oh my God, you guys, There's probably like 16 people sleeping on the floor. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
I have a theory. I noticed you actually have a lot of female followers on this, by the way.
Definitely do.
Which is great. And I want to say something about women, and I mean this 1,000%. And any guy who disagrees with me, you're a fucktard. Women rule the world.
Ow!
Correct? And I'm not saying that because Rebecca's right there. I mean this. I think I have a daughter. My mother was the greatest mother in the world. Women are better than we are. They smell better. They look better, kinder, smarter, funnier, take better care of other human beings than most men do. And on a power level, what a woman has, we want. What we have, they can give a fuck about most of the time. It's true. It is true. Like, you're married, right?
I know.
You're married. You still know if you're getting laid tonight.
It's nodding my head. It's like, yes, Dante, yes.
A woman's, here's the thing, guys don't realize. A woman's like body parts mean more to her than your body parts. They do. You guys are like, that's not true. My dick's equal to a pussy. No, it's not. You dumb fuck. Your dick's not even equal to her tits to her. And they're like, that's not true. Dude, trust me. Any of you watching right now, after this is over at midnight, go get drunk at a bar. Go up to the drunkest woman after the bar is about to close. Walk up to her and be like, hey, can I see your tits? No. I'll show you my dick. Don't. Like, what do you mean, don't? We want to show our dick. Every guy in here wants to show their dick to somebody. We do. We do. Like, if I'm in the middle of your show in your goddamn garage and someone walked in and was like, hey, dude, can I see your dick? I'd be like, of course.
Thumb dick.
Thumb dick. That's right. Thumb dick. Thumb dick 2016 for president. So, but here's the thing. We all do want to show our dicks. That's why there's nothing called a pussy pic, but we all know what a dick pic is. Anthony Weiner showed his wiener. That's magnificent, by the way. Right? Is that not magnificent? Like, that made me so sad because I really liked him, but whatever. Anywho. But here's the... Here's what I don't get. What do guys think a woman does when you send a dick pic? Do you really think that she sees this dick pic and is like, oh my god, let me put this on vibrate?
I'm not doing that.
That's what they do. I swear to God, here's what a woman does when you send a dick pic. She's like, oh my god, girls, look at this asshole. Look at this fucking idiot. You know what bothers me?
It's so true.
It is so true.
It hurts. It hurts me.
Right. Like, everything I say is true. You know what bothers me the most about dick pics?
What?
And Dan can back me up on this. I don't know if you've ever sent one, but every guy watching knows that this is true. No man has ever taken out their phone and went, okay, let me get a dick pic to send her.
No.
Oh, that's perfect. Send. Never fucking happened in the history of man. Because first of all, you think your dick looks pretty good hanging, like, not hard, and you're like, this is beautiful. Ow. Okay, that's terrible. Right? And then finally you get it nice when you're getting ready to take it, and you're like, okay. Oh, fuck, I'm crooked. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck knew I was crooked? And then finally, maybe you try 20 more times, you get the right fucking angle finally, and like, that's the one. Oh my, fuck, there's socks! Why are there socks in this photo? And this goes on for hours. So, a girl, you're out at the club at 11:30, some guy sends you a dick pic, and I just want you to know, he started that dick pic at about 7:45 that evening. like the underbelly of that picture you got is bleeding. It's bleeding a little. Like he's had to put Clearasil as makeup on the dick. Did I go too far? Is that too far?
No, it's good.
It's all true.
Yeah.
Any woman can have sex with any man. That's a fact.
It's very, very much a fact.
That's a fact. Any woman,
it is
right,
very much a
right.
fact.
Any woman, like, walk up to any guy and be like, want to go have sex with me? And the guy'd be like, all right, hold on, let me ask my wife.
Yes.
And the wife will be like, go. One last night, I have to do it. It's a nice lady. I'm gonna send her a thank you card.
My wife, for sure.
True.
It is true.
It's true.
It's true. Like,
It's true.
Let me give you another good example of a woman's power. Like you're handsome, Dan.
He is handsome.
He is handsome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
And you know what's funny? I bet you people out there are like, why? That's weird. You
He's
call
a
him handsome.
dilf.
He's a dilf. He's a handsome guy.
Thank you.
Dilf.
Right. But I bet you people are like, that's weird that another man called him handsome. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I have friends and I'll be like,
yeah.
he's a handsome guy. They're like, why would you call him handsome, man? Why would you have to say that? I'm like, because he is handsome. I don't want to have sex with him. I'm not gay. I don't want to have sex with you. You know? But you are handsome. Like, here's the thing. Like, I don't get homophobia at all. At all. Like, I don't get hating another human being for being born the way they were born.
Agreed.
Women don't have that bullshit between them.
Agreed.
Right? Women go up to each other and like, oh my god, you look so pretty. Your tits are amazing. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
but I think what it is people think that gays change instead of being born like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you're an asshole if you think that. Really, you're just a fucking asshole. Like, they don't change. There's no fairy flying through the air, dropping glitter on people, sticking a finger up their ass going, move along, you're gay now. I'm what? I'm gay? God damn it. Fuck. Supposed to be in the fucking rodeo tomorrow. You're not... You don't turn gay. You're born gay. My little 8-year-old cousin is gay as shit. And you're like, how do you know he's gay? Because he's gay. Like, no one's ever had sex. He's 8. No one's had sex with him. He's a child. He has 4 brothers and sisters. They're all straight. You can tell. He's just, like, he talks like this. Like, he loves bingo. He loves bowling. Anything with balls. He loves balls. He gets up earlier than his brothers and sisters. I don't know why. I think it's instinct for future parades. I wasn't there the day he was born, but I just imagine him coming out of his mom's vagina like, someone get that fucking thing off of me. Jesus Christ. I never want to see or smell one of those again. Ever. I think a lot of people are like, they think that there's like gay gangs running around ass raping people all the time. Like, you're just gonna be on the phone walking down the street like, yeah, ow, oh God, Mom, I gotta go. The fucking gays got me again. God damn, they're fast. There are no gay gangs. Like, first of all, you'll never find 10 gay guys who can all agree on one gang color. It'll never fucking happen. And even if they do, someone's gonna fuck it up along the way and be like, listen, bitch, I'm not wearing white after Labor Day. Fuck you guys, I'll join the Bloods. I look good in red. And even if there were gay gangs, what can they do to us? Nothing. They can't do drive-bys. We can hear their party bus coming a mile away. And even if their DJ was sick, even if he was sick or blowing someone in between songs, and they caught up to us, yeah, blowing somebody, and they catch up to us stealthily. Gay people don't carry guns. Rebecca's like the most famous actress in the gay community. We go to all the gay parades. Not one. There's never like gays marching with guns. No, not one gay we know owns a gun. Not right? Am I lying?
Not wrong.
Right.
So the worst they will do to us in a drive-by is throw Skittles. That's it. They'll just drive by and be like, "Taste the rainbow, bitches." And we'll be on the side of the road like, "Oh fuck, that was weird." And delicious. Where's the booze? I need more booze, babe.
I'll be your bartender.
There, yeah. Rebecca's.
I might have to unbutton a little. Jesus Christ, it's hot in your garage.
I know it is. It is hot.
There's.
I know, that's why I took my vest off.
Yeah.
You guys, if we breathe in here this long without opening up the door, can't we die?
No. Babe, don't be ridiculous.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We could die.
Yeah, there's no oxygen.
If we're gonna die, this is the way to go on the Sourkoolaidshow.
I guess you're right. Are we taking a break in the middle of my show?
No. We're just getting you. We're getting
All
you
right.
some vodka.
So, Rebecca mentioned in the beginning of my show that thank you, sweetheart. Can I have more ice? Or is
I
there
just
some?
gave you
Okay, I
more
didn't know.
ice.
All right. Look, it's Rebecca. So Rebecca mentioned at the beginning of my show that I perform for the troops.
Yes.
Give it up for our
the
troops,
Give it up for the
everybody.
troops.
Yes.
If you guys are drinking or smoking at home, take a puff for the
Cheers
troops right
for
now.
the troops.
And if you are one of them, thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm going to
You're
tell
a
you guys,
hero.
yes, you are a hero. And don't thank me for what I do. I do it because I do stand-up. I'll get to that because I grew up on a base, but we'll get to that. About 9 years ago, I was performing for the troops in Japan and Korea. I went with one of my best friends. His name is T-Rex. His real name is Todd Rex, but T-Rex is a better stand-up comedy name.
Sure is.
He's a black comic.
T-Rex.
He's very funny. What are you doing, babe?
Need some Gatorade, babe.
All right. Anywho, take the whole thing. Take the whole thing. Take the whole
I don't
thing,
want
babe.
the whole thing.
Take the whole thing, babe.
Okay, God, don't be rude. Jeez.
She's like my I Love Lucy, like a live one. Anyhow, she is. She's like a living I Love Lucy.
I don't know if that's, I'll take that as a compliment.
Anywho, so T-Rex and I, he's a very funny black comic. Look him up, you guys. He's very funny. I mentioned that he's black. It's important to the story. You'll see why in a minute. I'm not being racist. When me and T-Rex get on airplanes together, we're not girlfriends. We don't need to catch up. We do dumb shit. On this particular flight, we decided to do a marathon of racial jokes.
Oh, God.
It was amazing.
Oh, my God.
If you guys get offended by racial jokes, I don't know. Just do this for like 2 minutes.
Right.
If you love racial jokes, you might be racist. Meet me in the middle somewhere. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. And if you are racist, stay. You're probably too stupid to get these jokes. Really, because racist people are dumb fucks most of the time.
Yeah, they are.
We were in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Some asshole, I went into the comedy club bathroom. Some asshole had written on the wall that said, "I hate Nigers." I was like, no, you hate school, stupid. You don't hate Nigers, they're not real. They're not real. It's like fucking unicorn or unicorn's balls. I'll lick them all day. It's not real. You guys can tweet that right now. Oh my God, Dante licks unicorn balls. I'll be like, fuck yeah, I do. They taste like the Skittles the gays throw at me. Hashtag fucking delish. Hashtag thumb dick.
Hashtag thumb dick.
No,
2016.
No, 2020, babe. That's what they
2020?
said. Yeah.
What is that? For
2020.
president?
It's too late for Thumb Dick to run for president in 2016.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, it
Mr.
is.
Probably
It's almost
is.
too late.
Sorry, I'm
Thumb Dick
batwinging a
2020.
little. All right, anyway, back to my stupid story.
Okay.
So, me and T-Rex, we tell each other these jokes. They're not our jokes, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you a few. One's important to the story. You'll see why in a minute. I told T-Rex, an Asian guy, comes home drunk off his ass, 5:30 in the morning, goes upstairs, wakes up his wife, goes, "Hey, baby, how about a little number 69? She goes, "You son of a bitch. You're waking me up at 5:30 in the morning? Now you want me to go downstairs and make Mongolian beef with snow peas?" For those of you not laughing, they number their items at Chinese restaurants, you fucking dolts. By the way, these are not our jokes. These are joke jokes. Did I say that?
Right.
These are not ours.
your jokes. These
Right.
are just
These
like
are jokes you hear.
These are racist jokes.
Right,
Yeah,
racist jokes you hear. This is
Right,
not our
right.
act. We're not assholes.
Right.
There's another. I told him 2 Irish guys are sitting in a bar in New York. One turns to the other one and goes, "I noticed that you had an Irish accent when you ordered your pint." "That's right, I'm from Dublin." "Oh my lord, so am I. What high school did you go to?" "I went to St. Mary's." "I went to St. Mary's. What year?" 1988. "I went in 88. I'm Danny." "I'm Patrick." Just then this guy walks in the bar, goes up to the bartender, he's like, "Nicky, it's dead in here, man. You got a band or something tonight?" He's like, "We got nothing, but don't leave. Look, the O'Malley twins are drunk again." Hey! Another Irish one? You want another Irish one?
Yes.
Difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish wake, one less drunk at the wake. Hey, thank you.
Hey!
All right. Another Irish one. An Irishman falls in a vat of beer at the Guinness factory and he drowns. The manager is the guy's wife's cousin. He has to call her up. He goes, "Mary, it's Patrick. I have terrible news about your husband. He fell in a vat of beer today and he drowned." And she goes, "Oh my God. Oh my Lord. You are my family. You better tell me under God that my husband never had a goddamn chance." He goes, "Honestly, Mary, he got out twice to take a piss."
You know what I also love?
Henry's asleep. He doesn't give a shit. You want one more Irish joke, by the way?
Please,
I have one more. I have one more.
Please do one more.
All right, so
They're
there's
so good. They're so good.
and they always end with the same
so
joke.
good.
It's always a drunk joke. All right, and then we'll get to T-Rex, and then we'll
Okay.
get to Japan, and you
All
guys
right,
will see.
all
All right, so, all right, so there's an Italian guy, a French guy, and an Irish guy, and they go into a pub in wherever, Europe, and they order a pint each. The pints come at the same time. The Italian guy looks in his pint, and sure enough, there's a fly swimming around in this dirty goddamn pint. And he goes, "Mamma mia, I cannot believe it, this place." And he pushes it back. "Let's go, fellas." And the French guy's like, "No, I don't want to drink my drink." And he looks in it, and sure enough, there's a fly swimming. And he's like, "Oh, this is disgusting." And he pushes it back. And then the Irish guy looks, and sure enough, there's a fly in his, and he picks it up, and he goes, "Spit it out! You spit that fucking drink out right now!" You're welcome. You're welcome. So now T-Rex, he tells me a bunch, but these are my two favorite. He said, why don't you ever throw a rock at a Mexican on a bike? I was like, why? It could be your bike. That's one of those funny and true. It's like an NBC's The More You Know. Then he says, what did the black guy get on the SAT test? I was like, what? Barbecue sauce. Maybe the greatest goddamn joke ever written by men. So anyway, we arrive in Okinawa, Japan at a Marine base called Camp Hansen. T-Rex is already on stage in front of about 1,600 Marines. Someone had given me a Japanese joint inside of a cigarette. I walk out to the little cigarette area where you could smoke. No one's there. Everyone who could arrest me is inside. I decide to get high before my show. While I'm outside getting high, up walks the ugliest white person I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Long, scraggly hair, dirty as shit, missing teeth. He is not a Marine. He is not Japanese. I am now high as shit. I don't know if he's real. And he's not regular white guy. You know the kind of white people I'm talking about? Have you guys ever gone to like an Indian casino but stayed too late? Those kind of white people. You know what I'm talking about? It's like 3 a.m. You finally get off your machine. You're like, Jesus Christ, what a meth lab burned down in here? Out of my way, Breaking Bad. I gotta pee. Or you're playing your Keno machine. You're like, someone comes up behind you. You got a cigarette? You're like, oh, fuck, you got a tooth? I'll give you a cigarette for every tooth, handsome. This guy in Japan looks like their leader. He is so fucking ugly. He's making me nervous to look at him. You ever see someone that ugly where you get bad butterflies like you did something wrong? I've only seen one person other than him that ugly. It's my brother's wife. I'm not fucking kidding. Oh, don't do that, Dan.
No!
Come on, dude. I already told you guys my Twitter and my Facebook. Go through my old photos. Go through it. You'll be like, there's no way that... There she is. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know how my brother met this woman. I should have asked my mom before she passed away. I should have said, how did they meet? Because by the time I met her, they'd been married for like 5 years, and I didn't want to go, so how'd you meet? I should have known, right? But I have a theory of how he met her. My theory is that one day, my brother needed to cross a bridge and was unable to answer her series of riddles. And for those of you not laughing, you need to read more books about trolls. Because that is the greatest goddamn troll joke ever written by man. I promise. When I wrote that joke, every comic threw their pencil down and went, no more troll jokes. Dante just hit the kill zone, man.
Dante's good.
He did it. And why do we use pencils? We have iPhones. So anyway, this guy's staring at me. He's creeping me out. Finally, he talks. He's like, hey, man. You a comedian? I was like, yes. I'm a comedian. Tell me a joke, fucker. I was like, oh my God. First of all, sir, you just made me poop a little in my pants. Second of all, I'm glad you're real. And third, I'm the headliner. I can get you in here for free. VIP, whatever the fuck you want. I got shit to do. I said, tell me a fucking joke. I was like, okay. What did the black guy get on the SAT test? Barbecue sauce. I swear to God, he looked at me and went, what the fuck are SATs? I was like, oh my God, dude. You may not be coming to my show, but you're in it forever. Welcome to Newport. I hope you brought baby powder, because it's ballsy up in this bitch. So I grew up on a military base. And that's what started me in stand-up. And I've been to thousands of military bases, or hundreds, or I don't know how many I've been to. A lot. So here's the thing. I'm high. This guy's with me. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing on this base? Now I get official and shit. I was like, sir, what the fuck are you doing here? And he's like, well, I'm on this base here to put on the carnival. And I was like, yeah, you are. That's you. He tried to show me ID. I'm like, your face is your ID, sir. And then he offered me free tickets for all the rides, going all the rides for free for the week. And I was like, no thanks, handsome. Take care of yourself. Here's why. Never, ever, 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 ever ride a ride at a carnival. Do you guys know who fix and assemble those rides? Anyone?
Carnies.
Carnies, yes, exactly. I figure if they've never been good at this simple fucking motion, then they're probably terrible at the motions I would like them to be schooled in. If they don't give a fuck about their own face, your lives mean shit. Your lives mean shit. You're welcome. Ta-da.
Ta-da. I'm just gonna grab a water. I'm so sorry.
What is this, an interlude?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just need to water you guys. I'm so
sexy
sorry. I'm so
interlude.
sorry.
All right.
Thank you.
There we go.
So that story I told you guys takes place about 9 years ago. I was actually married at the time. I'm now with the greatest woman in the world, and I mean that. You really are. I'm madly in love with you, sweetheart.
I'm very lucky.
And my ex, she's not a bad person. I'm actually nothing bad to... She's not. We didn't break up for those reasons. We broke up for just... Things happen. One thing is I like sex. And this is what I was going to say. She hated sex. Hated it. And it wasn't with me. She told me before we even had sex, she's like, I am dead down there. I was like, well, I'll change that. She's dead down there. Like, nothing's going on. And I was on that trip 8 years ago with T-Rex. I came home, balls the size of grapefruits, ready to do it. And she used to come up with any excuse. I walked in the door, I was like, baby, let's do it. And she was like, I'm on my period. I was like, your butt's not bleeding, is it? You don't have gingivitis, do you? You didn't super glue your titties together when I was gone, did you? Your toes ain't arthritic, is they? You didn't lose that piece of back fat under your bra I like to fuck, did ya? My ex-wife was half black and half Jewish. She still is.
Wow.
Yes,
She's still...
This is not part of my show. This is actually true. Yes.
Okay.
Half black and half Jewish. It's not made up, but I will tell you 4 shitty hacky jokes in a row. Black and Jewish. I used to call her my little Aunt Jemima. Hey, thank you. She spoke Hebrew. What? She was like, Shalom, nugga. My daughter is black, Italian, and Jewish. She's going to go up to steel, but only if it's on sale.
Hey.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So we are winding down, you guys, to the end of my act.
No!
We are. We're getting close.
I don't believe you.
I'll say we have about 10 minutes left, so prepare yourselves.
Okay.
But here's what I wanted to do. I have some new jokes, and honey, if you can at some point, can you hand me that letter
Oh, sure.
that I brought? All right. Oh, actually, I think it's right here. Sorry, you guys.
No, that's fine.
Can I have this?
Yeah.
It's mine, right? It's my letter?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'm going to put it back here for a second. If you guys would indulge me, I have some new jokes, and after the show, you can tell me if you liked them or hated them, and we will go on from there.
Oh, this is deep.
Okay.
This is getting deep, you guys. This is getting deep,
This is
because
deep.
trying out new shit always sucks. And then
stuff.
we will close. I'm going to read a letter that's in my pocket, and then I'm going to do my most famous bit called The Wizard of Oz, where I do
Which I
5
can't
impressions
wait.
within a minute, and that will be the grand, like, go crazy fireworks.
Yes.
Shoot out of my butthole on that one.
Yes.
Can't
It's
wait.
the big one,
I can't
okay?
wait.
So I'm going to do like
All right.
5 new jokes right now, and you guys, judge me. If you,
5 newbies. Here we go.
5 newbies. The first one is Rebecca took me to go see one of her friends doing burlesque recently, and she's like, "Isn't that exciting?" And in my mind, I was like, "Burlesque? Holy shit!" That's like a strip club where I get to see her friends who like glued some shit to their nipples. Who doesn't want to see that?
Yeah.
But it looks, if you've never been to a burlesque show, the girls look like they smell like butter. That's what they look like. They just never look.
Ew.
Oh, I'm sorry. They do. They don't. They look like they were rejected from a regular strip club. They do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Her friend is semi-cute, but everyone else on the show, kind of hurt a little to look at. Like, and I'm a huge fan of women. I am. But here's the thing. Like, after the show, she's like, "Was that sexy? Did it turn you on?" And I was like, "Baby, the only way." This is true. I said the only way that my dick would have gotten hard during that show is if someone had set a stop show button right in front of my dick and tied my hands behind it.
That's so sad. So sad.
Please get hard. Please get hard. Stop show. Okay, and this is actually true too, and I'm trying to turn it into a joke. So a friend of mine goes, "Dude," this was a few months ago, "have you seen the pictures of Caitlyn Jenner?" Well, here's the thing. I've watched the Kardashians a couple of times. I understand that there are 2 really hot young girls named Jenner that are coming up.
Up and coming Jenners?
I don't follow them enough. I'm madly in love with someone. But if someone's going to tell me that one of them turned 18 and now she put out some pictures, I want to see these. So here's the thing. They went, hey, do you want to see, have you seen the Caitlyn Jenner photos? And I went, nope, call you back. I'm pretty sure I started whacking off on my way to the computer. I get to the computer and I get Jack and Jilled by Bruce. Right? Like, I was like, oh, fuck, this is Bruce Jenner, who actually looks good. He actually looks good. I'm not against it. But here's my problem, Bruce. You should have fucking named yourself something more age appropriate. Okay? Because Caitlyn, that just sounds like you want to whack off to it to go see the photos. Nothing? Are these terrible? They're not funny? All right.
That's great.
All right.
These are new jokes.
These are new jokes. All right.
Jokes.
And then here's the last one I'll give you. I said there would be 5. I'm just going off. I'm going off of these 2 comedians' reactions. I think Old Testament God was a dick.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he was. He was a dick.
Like
Jesus came out and he was like the nicest fucking person ever, and it was like, you know, if someone turn the other cheek, man, turn the other cheek, and God was like eye for an eye, and he sounds like a fucking Mexican drug dealer.
Old Testament God.
Right? Old Testament God just sounds like he was like snorting coke all day and just fucking with people. He's like, you know what, man? Fucking send locust. I want locusts all over those bitches, man. Fuck them. You know, fucking no locusts. Send frogs, bitch. Lots of frogs. Turn the water red, man. Jesus, hold on. Jesus, get in here. God, I said I go by Jesus, okay? Quit calling me that. Jesus. Stop being a pussy, man. If someone stabs you in the eye, you stab them in the eye. Get the fuck out of here. I think I'm gonna fucking kill all of these people. Fuck it, I'm going to flood it. I'm gonna flood this bitch. I'm flooding I like the animals though. I can't kill the fucking animals. How do I save the fucking animals? I gotta save the... You know what? Fuck it. Noah! Put animals on a boat, man. I'm gonna fuck up the world, bro. Okay, you get to live. So that's the beginning of my new bit. Is this sort of funny?
I like it. I really like that. I think you're going in the right direction
here.
here.
It's going somewhere.
Really,
I don't know where.
Yeah, I really like that.
All right.
I think, that's hilarious, dude.
So that'll be somewhere.
Really, I really liking that.
Because Rebecca's Jewish, and I'm Christian, and so we always talk about, you're like, man, my God, he's kind of a dick. And so, like, I'm always, but Jesus would be like, just say this. And she's like, no, not in Old Testament. Right? Am I right?
Well, we're not religious.
We're not religious. That is true.
But
I'm talking about how we were raised.
Yeah, I like that. Though.
Right.
I think you're onto something here.
Okay.
Definitely. Like the Mexican.
He's funny, right? Like just.
He is funny. Like,
oh man, fuck him! I'm sitting in frogs, man.
Frogs.
Because everything in the Old Testament is so shitty.
Yeah.
Like God hated us in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Like why'd he even make us if he hated us so fucking much?
Like, why are you
Kill
so
your
angry?
son, man!
Kill your son. Why are you so angry?
If you fucking love me, kill your son, bitch!
Calm down. Calm down, Old Testament God.
No, I love it. I think it's good.
Part of your cooler is in my fucking cup.
What do you mean?
Fuck?
So that means my
How did you
girlfriend's
get
long
part-
nails grabbed the
I didn't
ice.
have long nails, babe.
I don't know.
How did you do that?
I didn't do it.
All right, can we get back to my show, you guys?
We can get back to the show.
All right, so before I go, like I said, I'm going to do this amazing impression. But before I do that, I have this letter.
Okay.
And I don't want to be preachy. And so I asked Rebecca, how could I present something charitable to these guys? And I don't want your money. This is not my charity. I don't want you to give to this. This is something I did. And I just want to explain it. And I said, how can I talk about this without seeming preachy? And she goes, well, is there anything funny about it? And I go, actually, the story leading up to this letter is sort of funny. And I do an impression, and I can do that in it and stuff. And she goes, fine, do that, and maybe they'll let you read the letter. So, Dan, if you'll allow me.
Please.
All right.
Please do. I would love to hear
so
the letter.
about a month ago, I was at my friend's house, and he's got a handicap, and he falls a lot. And when you're high, it's hilarious. Even to him, like, dude, did you see that? And I'll like hold up signs. He keeps signs, like you can rate him on his falls. So anyway, we were over at his house getting high one night, and we must have gotten up, got food, came back, got more high, And then we wanted to watch TV, but we realized one of us had left the clicker near the TV. And if you've ever been on a couch, the TV to couch ratio is like a fucking mile when you're high, right? You're like, ah! And I was like, dude, go get the clicker. He's like, I'm crippled. I was like, get the fucking clicker! Well, this went on for hours, maybe minutes. We were very high. Could have been seconds. I don't know.
Right.
But anyway, so here's the thing. So the TV's on, but it's on mute. And I was so high. We were watching Halloween. Do you guys know that white Halloween mask with the blonde hair? I was so high, I turned to him and went, what Christopher Walken movie is this? He's like, it's Halloween, you fucking dolt. So here's the thing. We're so lazy, we decide to watch the movie ourselves. He's going to play all the girl parts screaming, and I decide to play the killer as Christopher Walken. So the whole time he's like, ah! And I'm like, don't run! Just gonna catch you, not gonna kill you. Pow! Cowbells! Wow! I want to return your father's watch. It's been inside my ass since Vietnam. Pow! Ta-da! Ta-da! That's a clapper.
Yay.
Come on! Yay. So anyway, we pass out on his couch after making love for hours, maybe minutes. I'm just kidding. We didn't. I wake up. It's like 3 a.m, and I'm unhigh enough to unmute his TV. I get up. I unmute it. And I heard something that changed my life. I heard, for $20 a month, you can feed a child. You know what I'm talking about? It's one of those Skinny Kid commercials.
Oh, yeah.
I have a daughter. When Skinny Kid commercials come on TV, I turn them off. It makes me sad.
Right.
And I was like, but I heard, for $20 a month, you can feed a child. And I was like, holy fuck, I have a child. I can't feed her for less than $20 a day. I'm going to call them and find out how to fucking do this. And of course I call, and they're like, no, you got to buy our kid. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. So I hang up. I go home. And right before we came here, Dan, I got a packet in the mail, and it was pictures of this kid, and then them saying like, you know, blah, 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 you bought a kid, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I was like, Rebecca, we have a son.
It's good.
It's good.
So good.
So here's the thing. So I wasn't even thinking about it. I bought this kid. I don't know what to do. But it says I have to write my kid. What is the date today, Dan?
Today's the
22nd?
22nd.
Okay, by the 1st. That's coming up in 8 days or 9 days.
You gotta do this
something like that.
soon.
Yes,
You
it's
gonna
coming up
do
soon.
it?
By the 1st, I have to write a letter and send a check to my kid. And
Okay.
I'm flipping out because before we came here, they left my child's name off of the form letter. It said, your child blank loves to run and skip and play. Blank reads the Bible every day. Blank blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck is my kid's name?
Right,
and they
right.
don't put a return phone number. I don't remember what number I called when I was high at my friend's house. And so I'm like freaking out. And then all of a sudden, today, a miracle happened. This lady calls us on my cell phone at the hotel, and she goes, hello, sir. My name is Mrs. So-and-so, and I believe I left your child's name off of your form letter. And I was like, yes, you fucking did. What is my kid's name? And she goes, your child's name is Kongkwa. I was like, what? Kongkwa. I was like, lady, my kid's name fucking rocks. Say that again. She goes, Kongkwa. It's like, oh my god, let me try that. Say it a couple times. I'll get it. I do impressions. Kongkwa. 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 Here I go. And she's like, yes, that's it. I was like, thank you, lady. Hang up the phone. The minute I hung up the phone, I was like, fuck! How do you spell?
Oh.
Again, I don't have star 69 back to Africa. So now I'm trying to write it down. I was like, click, jib, jab, a boombox. No. I have these Nigerian friends that invite me over once a month to eat goat soup. They kill a goat. We eat goat soup. It's whatever. And I call them up and I go, hey man, how do I spell Unjakubi Akongwa? And they're like, we speak French, motherfucker. We tell you all the time. Stop smoking so much goddamn weed. I'm like, this is an emergency, not an intervention. This is about children, you assholes. So here's the thing. I had to write a letter to my kid, and I want to share it with you guys.
Oh, I
Yes.
can't wait. I can't wait.
And look,
Oh, God.
I don't know how to spell his name, and I didn't want to disrespect him.
Okay.
So what I did was I stared at his photos, and I came up with a nickname, and I want to read the letter to you guys right now.
I can't wait.
Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. And before you guys get mad at me, just remember his nickname's based on his photos.
Okay.
With love. Dear Flyface. You know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Hold on. First of all, he's my fucking kid, okay? Don't disrespect me. I did not disrespect your fucking kids. Okay? First of all, he's my fucking kid. Second of all, you don't own any kids, do you? You made some, but you didn't buy any. You're not charitable.
Dear Flyface.
And third, my ex-wife grew up in these African islands, I shit you not, where she has flies all over her baby pictures. Not cute. My kid, his baby picture, or whatever his pictures, he has flies that go to his cheeks for some fucking reason. They look like freckles. He looks like a little Morgan Freeman. It's fucking adorable. Dear Flyface.
Oh, it's so sad.
How are you?
All right.
Dan, shut up. Daddy's fine. Today I spent most of my day in an all-you-could-eat buffet. I wasn't even hungry. What a waste. I got your photos. And next to my own child, you're the most beautiful human being I've ever seen in my life. However, your belly is out of fucking control.
No! No!
How much beer do you drink in Africa? Daddy is very concerned. So this month I'm only sending half the money and some Slim Fast. Ta-da! I don't know what this letter is. I just found it over here.
No!
Ta-da!
Oh no!
I don't know what this was. I'm just kidding, you guys. That commercial came on, but then the next one was for $20 a month. You can get HBO. I have HBO. The rest of that was bullshit. It was bullshit.
Woo!
All right. So we've come to the end of my show. Wow. Listen, Batwing.
Cooligans.
You cooligans. My most famous bit, if you've ever seen me before or seen me on television, some of you, even if you don't remember me, as soon as you see this bit, you go, oh my God, I love this guy. It's true. People do that all the time. They're like, dude, I watched your whole show, because you look different over the years. And then they go, oh my God, 5 years ago I saw you do that, blah, blah, blah. It's my favorite bit ever. It's called The Wizard of Oz. I'm going to do 5 impressions within a minute. I stopped doing this in my act for a while because I don't know. You know how it is. You're a comic. You guys are comics. There's bits you get tired of doing. But then people started getting mad, and I shit you not, they would go up to the managers of the club and go, hey, I brought friends out to watch this Wizard of Oz bit. Can we get our money back? He didn't do it. And I didn't get it. And then someone goes, dude, all right, how about this? Have you ever seen Gallagher? I'm like, yeah, I saw him when I was a kid. What does he do? And I went, he smashes a watermelon. And that's the first thing you guys think of if you know who he is. If you went to go see Gallagher and he didn't smash a fucking watermelon, you'd want your money back. And I went, okay, I get it. People come out because they like me because of this Wizard of Oz, and then they get to see who I really am. And I got it. And it made me realize, I actually did see Gallagher when I was a kid. I grew up on a military base called China Lake in the middle of nowhere. And because it was such a secretive base that had important things to do, they would send some of the biggest entertainers in the world to our base. I got to see Ray Charles as a kid, on and on and on.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Gallagher.
Is that why you
That
do
is exactly
the
why.
tours?
That is why I do it. It inspired me.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yes.
Like,
I actually decided when I was about 7 years old to become a stand-up comic because of these guys that would come to my town.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I had
amazing.
like Willie, Tyler, and Lester, the puppets, and like all these people, and I started at 7 years old. And just did it for my schools. And then later, when I got into high school, I really did stand-up, and I've been a comic since I was 15.
That's great.
But anyway, back to Gallagher. I met him as a child. I did. My dad got me an autograph, who sadly is not doing well. Hi, Dad. I know you're not watching, but I love you. Like he's on here.
Right.
Anyway, so he got me an autograph of Ray Charles. but he got to take me backstage.
A full
to
night for
Gallagher.
Fuck Mountain!
What is
You're
that?
a full night for Fuck
$10
Mountain!
donation.
You
$10
want a
is
piece
1
of
cent, motherfucker.
Get in here, get
All right.
some Fuck Mountain!
By
I'm
Pervy,
going to bring the
volume down, but
sorry.
I love that. I love hearing that.
It was, yeah. Thank you very
Very
much
nice.
for the donation.
I love that there's 1 cent attached to it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay, so anyway, Gallagher, though, I met him when I was 7. That was a big deal to me because I already
Yeah.
knew I wanted to be a comic, and I will never forget what he said to me. Do you guys want to hear what he said to me?
Yes.
I love
Can I get closer?
Yes. Yes.
He looked me right in the eye. I was 7 years old, you guys, and he went, Dante, if you tell anyone that I touched your wiener, I'll kill your parents. And they pull out Sledge-O-Matic. I'm like, this guy's not fucking around.
Oh my god.
Come on, Dad. I might be kidding. I might be kidding. 7-year-olds lie. They lie. They're not even people.
7-year-old
They're not even people yet.
7-year-old.
All right. Here's the big bit you guys have all been waiting for. This is something called...
liars.
They are liars. They're assholes.
Fucking liars.
Here's the bit. It's called The Wizard of Oz, starring an all-new
I
cast.
love this bit.
Starring Jack Nicholson as Dorothy.
Yes.
Bobcat Goldthwait, the comedian. He's going to be the
Yes.
Cowardly Lion. Do you guys remember him
Yes.
from like Police Academy movies?
Yes.
The weirdo. Gilbert Gottfried, that short little comic who always yelled at all the Comedy Central
Yes.
roasts. Voice of
Yes.
Aladdin's parrot and the Affleck Duck. He's the Tin Man.
Yes.
Christopher Lloyd, he was Doc in all the Back to the Future
everybody
movies.
knows him.
He was Jim on Taxi. He's the Scarecrow. And
Can't wait.
Robert motherfucking De Niro is the Wizard. Clap
Oh my
extra.
God. I can't wait. I'm ready. Wizard of Oz bit.
How you doing, Mr. Wizard? My name is Dorothy. Well, me and my 3 friends, we want to ask you for a few fucking things. Call it a bucket list, if you will. First, we've got the Cowardly Lion. How you doing, Mr. Wizard? I was wondering, maybe have a little courage, fuck it, never mind. Next, we've got the Tin Man. I would like a heart. Not a big heart, not a small heart, not a baboon's heart. I don't want a red ass. Next, we've got the Scarecrow. Volcano, Mr. Wizard, I would like, fuck. I'd like to buy a vowel. Me, myself, Mr. Wizard. Like to go back to Kansas and for the Lakers to win. What do you say? I'm watching you.
Oh shit.
You 4 freaky fucks talking to me.
Oh shit.
Tell you what, why don't you click your stupid fucking heels together? Get the fuck away from me before I whack you.